Hello, love. Welcome to Transmission Tuesdays here on the Libran Key. Messages of a cosmic or galactic nature for the highest and the greatest good of the ELSH collective. Empaths, Lightworkers, Starseeds, Healers, awakened and awakening souls. Know that if this message has found you or you have found it, that there is something here for you. That is always the intention that I put into these messages. And today is going to be a transmission of an angelic nature with Archangel Sandalphon wanting to come through for this message, wanting to really get me started right away. He didn't give me many notes. He just showed me a deck, showed me a crystal, and was like, let's go. He wants to talk about our reluctance to claim a name for ourselves, especially as light workers and starseeds, and even healers, and you could say empaths. I think it all applies, and he's nodding to that effect. Archangel Sandalphon is very keen on us grounding and expressing our spiritual energies in the physical reality. And there is a need for that right now, energetically. There's a need for us to claim, to identify with certain energies, a name, whether it's a starseed lineage is what he's showing me, whether it is a connection to certain guides, whether it is a connection to certain forms of consciousness, whether it is angelic energies. The time has come to claim. There's something, just like we say there's something in a name, there's something in the claim, claiming something and making it a part of what you're here to do, a part of who you are, a part of what you identify with, okay? I'm working with the energies here of Brecciated Jasper. Now, there is a very beautiful grounding quality to this that Archangel Sandalphon wants to bring through, okay? He's pointing me obviously to the lower chakras here as well, the sacral and the root energies of really getting grounded and being in our bodies. This is still ongoing. And he also wants to bring up the full moon that we have coming up in Sagittarius, which I believe is on the 23rd. If I'm not mistaken, yes, the 23rd, coming up in a couple of days, okay? And he's showing me the color red. I'm seeing this beautiful red, luminous red color at the root, really wanting us to focus on rooting down the energies of the third eye and the crown, okay? Understanding that we are here to anchor these energies, that the energies are actually within us to be anchored. Also, coming off of, it's going on, I don't even know how long now, how many weeks, going off of the importance of being in our bodies, the importance of honoring our bodies, the importance of strengthening our bodies, tending to our bodies, taking in more light code energy. This is really important. The culmination of a lot of this around this full moon in Sagittarius is what he's showing me. He's also wanting to point out the fact that there may be a kind of, this is an opportunity to get a better bird's eye view of what is going on for you in your life with regard to this claiming of energy. Sagittarius is an energy, and I was asked a while ago to do, and I might start doing these again. I had done that archetype of Virgo video, and I believe somebody had requested the Sagittarius one, and I was looking back at notes and realizing that that had been requested. So I might do that for this particular. I realize that they're not going to be in order because it doesn't matter. Like at this point, it's like, I think I started with Virgo, and now we'll be doing something for Sagittarius. So I'm doing them as they come up. And he's saying that that's fine. So there might be something there. And that might be a video I might do within the next couple of days just to tap into those energies and get a broader understanding of the archetype of Sagittarius and whatever other energies want to come through to speak to that. Because Sagittarian energy is very much associated traditionally with this concept of higher learning. And he wants to talk about that because it's higher learning is like a bird's eye view. Sagittarius is always the bird's eye view. Gemini, its polarity is always the details, the facts, okay? So this bird's eye view, this full moon energy in Sagittarius, this will also pertain to wherever Sagittarius is, obviously in your natal chart, if you're familiar with that. But the bird's eye view is very much about seeing a broader perspective. It also can categorize things, is what he's showing me, with on the spectrum between Gemini and Sagittarius from a higher perspective. That's a big thing, right? Because if you're able to categorize from a higher perspective, you're able to place things in a much more holistic view or viewpoint. Okay, and he wants me to pop cards right away. This may be a very, very short message. We're already just at 6 minutes. I'm going to be asking through the Starcodes Astro Oracle. He's also saying that with this Brecciated Jasper, I don't know for some of you, but I find that Jasper is it's a deeply healing stone, especially for the body. It can relax us in the body. And obviously based on its color, it can also work with different, energy points and centers in the body, the different chakras, okay? He wants me to focus on this particular. He's also showing me the energy of desert rose, which okay, this is what he wants to bring through. I will bring that energy through. Just give me 2 seconds while I get this. Okay, so desert rose, this is interesting. He's bringing in that energy along with the Brecciated Jasper now. Desert rose is a particular, it's a form of selenite, right? And there's something in the energy of desert rose that is very useful and very helpful as a tool in meditation. He's showing me gaining clarity on what is yours and what isn't in meditation. You can use these two in conjunction if you have them available to you. You can also just tune into the frequencies of these crystal energies. I'm bringing them in so that you can tap into those energies and those frequencies, okay, in this space. Seeing how this Brecciated Jasper has this kind of color in it, this energy. Archangel Sandalphon also feeling very much, again, this is a crystal, an energy that embodies his ability to help us ground the spiritual. Because I always kind of think of desert rose. It's really beautiful because he's also showing me roses being connected to the heart space. And I'm basically just seeing our channel of light going from crown to root, okay, with this particular crystal. So, and that heart space being a bridge of that, okay, in terms of the rose. Now, what's interesting is that it almost looks like it's a sandy color, right? So I always sort of see desert rose as a culmination of selenite, which is it's more high frequency, it's more connected to the crown, and a combination of grounding root, or like a brown color, like sand, right? Like a lighter brown. Obviously there's different colors of sand, but for the sake of what he wants to bring through for this particular message, that is what he's showing me. It's about this grounding of the spiritual energies into Momma Gaia. And, he doesn't want us to overcomplicate this. And we're obviously going to pop a few cards here to sort of expand on it, because it's in the practical day-to-day things that we are doing where we ground this energy. We can ground it in meditation where we actually anchor the light, right? And bring in light codes and frequencies into the earth and into our bodies and to root them, okay? We can do grounding meditations where we visualize, feel through our different psychic senses. We're able to do that through our physical body. We're able to do that and feel that. But he's also showing me that actions we take on a day-to-day basis, the choices we're making on a day-to-day basis, are they in alignment with our spiritual path? That's one way to put it, he's saying to me. Are they in alignment with your energy, your frequency, your soul signature? Are they in alignment with the energies of your higher self being embodied in you, in your body? Okay. All right. Thank you for that, Archangel Sandalphon. 5th house, passion. Okay, this is interesting. Because I'm hearing right now, go deeper to find the true passions that you have within you. But he's also directing me to the fact that the 5th house is a house of play. This had come through the last message, the Feeling Fridays message. I will actually link that here because I feel that this is going to be relevant. Because in that Feeling Friday message, it was a whale and orc elders that came through for that to talk about the necessity of play as part of our. He's just saying to me, like, our being. It's simple as that. Being connected to our inner child. I'm being shown the Sun card now in the tarot. The act of play is no frivolous thing, is what he's saying to me and to us. It's not a frivolous thing. So giving yourself time to do that is incredibly important. That is another way that we anchor the light. When we play, when we work from a place of passion, what we're passionate about, what we love, what brings us joy, essentially, even just the things that we are curious about, because he is also directing me to the fact that some of us may even have trouble, depending on where we're at, where our emotional body is at, in connecting to the things that actually bring us joy. What are the things, and Sarah Caldy, I'm going to credit her for this because this is the first time I heard it, with regard to our compromised will and our compromised willpower, where she was speaking to, if it's too much for you to think about what brings you joy, then just think about something you're a little curious about and start there. Messages with Mercury. Number 20. I'm hearing the word division here. Messages around division. I'm also getting the energy I'm also hearing here, there's something connected to, I don't know where Jupiter is right now. I have absolutely no idea. Something with, maybe somebody can write that in the comments below. Something about the planet Jupiter, but also the need for expansion around division. Isn't that interesting? How do we expand division? And what he means by that is, how can we take a deeper look at the divisiveness or division going on within our own lives? Okay, he's speaking here to cognitive dissonance. Any kind of cognitive dissonance. Where are we separating things, or, thank you, compartmentalizing things and not living our own lives in a unified space? Because then that then gets reflected out towards the collective. Something is going on. Yeah, he's showing me a lot of things going on energetically with that right now. Look at that. 3rd house came out again with communication. That's mirroring the Mercury messages, right? Okay, so here we go. Opposition, confrontation. That's the number 53, which reduces to an 8. And then we've got 41, which is a 5, 3rd house, and communication. All right. He's showing me the spheres of the brain as opposing one another, right brain, left brain, and the unifying sphere of what I'm seeing is like, some people refer to this as the center brain, but he's showing me that this is actually the brain unified, the spheres of the brain unified. And he's showing me that that's actually a concept that we need to take a deeper look at, because we have a narrative around left brain, right brain. And he's saying to me that this is because of our just the dualistic spectrum that we operate from here on Earth, right? Here on Momma Gaia, and how it's necessary in order to come back into unity again. The 53 reduces to an 8, and I'm seeing the lemniscate with that. So I'm seeing this sort of unified field here, where we are unifying two opposite ends of the spectrum right at the center. And I remember Carol Tuttle showing the heart at the center for this particular year, because we're in an 8 year, where we are unifying at the heart. He's bringing me back to the desert rose for that. The rose being the heart space, okay? So there's something here in terms of unifying. Okay, simple thing he's saying. Where can we in our day-to-day lives become more unified? And essentially that is what he's talking about, is harmony here. How can we become more unified? How can we become more harmonious? How can we become more integrated in our day-to-day lives? And he's starting with communication here. Okay, solar calm, clarify at the bottom of the deck. Number 16, the number 7 again coming through. So this is about going deeper into understanding. He's saying that that we have periods, it's like cycles, like the lemniscate actually showing me coming back and forth, these energies, these light codes, these solar flares hitting the Earth's atmosphere, okay? Coming in and out, in and out, in and out. And what's happening is we're sort of in a period of calm right now. We're able to clarify third house communication, what it's saying to us, what we're being communicated through these codes. Something also in conjunction with this full moon in Sagittarius can help with that, because the sun, these solar energies are in Gemini. So where are we able to receive correction? How are we able to better receive these messages and integrate them in order to express them more clearly in our day-to-day life? That's a question for each and every one of us that he's showing me is going to ignite, at least get us on the right track with regard to where to go next. And he keeps on coming back to the answers lie within. He's showing me that energy of meditation, sitting in meditation, in order to better understand where perhaps you are opposing your own self, right? And he's sort of saying to me like, that is sort of like that's even an illusion. Like, it's an oxymoron. It's like, you can't, in a unified field, in oneness, you can't, oppose yourself. So perhaps maybe the bigger question here is more to do with, he's showing me tinkering with the idea of clearing, how you might go about clearing any kind of opposition you might feel between your different selves, okay? Any kind of opposition you might feel in doing that. What's really beautiful here is we've got a reflection. We've got two stags here headbutting each other and two birds here coming together. And it's all in, he keeps on saying to me, it's all in how we're communicating to ourselves. This goes back to the very, very basic and fundamental idea of what narrative you're choosing, what narrative you continue to choose, perhaps even unconsciously, because of what you have grown up with, what you have been told, what you have been indoctrinated to, what we have been programmed to, okay? I just want to end on this note. He wants to also bring that through, because he's showing me that opposition is necessary to the degree that it raises awareness. So we have an opposition or a conflict, whether it's within our own selves, within, you know, what we're believing, and yet we're practicing something different. And that cognitive dissonance that makes us feel uncomfortable because we're aware of it, that is gold, is what he's showing me. That is fodder for transmutation. That is the ability to go, okay, something's up here. And it heightens our awareness so that we're able to start going deeper, again with that number 7, to clarify, to understand more deeply the reasons behind this, to gain more awareness, okay? I'm going to end it there, bringing in these crystals again. Thank you, Archangel Sandalphon, for being here with us. I thank you for being here with us in this space, sharing your time and your energy with me here with Spirit. Thank you. And I'm sending you so much love wherever you are, love and liberation, always.